name's Tony Camacho, and I'm essentially overseeing the entire project here at Tokyo Beach. And that means essentially going from taking a concept on a piece of paper into creating, what you see around you here as a fully fledged resort on a fantastic beach in a wonderful location. So I was kind of brought into the project at the beginning to take a very, very broad concept, which was, can you create me a luxury resort on a white sand beach next to a great village, using as much as possible of kind of local labour, villagers getting involvement, seeing through a project which involved not only the construction but the startup of a hotel, finding a client base. And we particularly chose the site right next to Tokyo Village because there used to be a very well-known resort here called Africana Tokyo Resort, and there were quite a lot of residual employees from there, and many of them could still speak French. It was a resort operated by French owners, and most of the clientele were from France. And there were some great skills already here which we found. So that was part of the overall idea. Use as many local people as possible, make sure that we get a good relationship with the village, and I think by and large that's been achieved. We've seen really through a number of initiatives that we've taken with the village, through to thinking through their utilities when we were creating the utilities for this resort. And we've worked kind of hand in glove with the chief headman, as he's known locally, to put that in place. And then incorporating as much of the casual labour that we could from the village itself. And that's been a real challenge, but incredibly rewarding. We've taken people with essentially no construction experience and no skills, and we've kind of given them a sort of Meccano set type construction and broken down the processes and made it straightforward. And that allowed us to achieve the objective of having at least 50% local labour during the construction process. And that's really been carried through. I mean, one of the interesting things has been that we've managed to get some of the people who are working on the construction site to start working for us in an operating hotel. We built up a relationship with people, we know them, and clearly there's an element of building on the skills base that we started with, and a work ethic and a way of approaching hospitality that we started even in the construction process. So that was great. And my role in all of this is really to pull the strings and make sure that we've got the right resources in the right place, that we're able to handle the logistics, that we've been able to start a huge amount of capacity building in terms of training. We've literally had to go through every single department. Part of my brief was, do not just bring in a whole bunch of expats and run the resort, but to actually get as many Sierra Leoneans and people from the village in particular as possible, train. And that that's been incredibly hard work, but when it comes off, again, it really gives everybody a buzz, because you can just see the fruits of your work, which is absolutely fantastic.